Hey guys, this is Ben from Liable Law. In this video, I'm going to talk about intestacy and letters of administration. What is intestacy? Intestacy means a person has died without making a will. Usually, the family members will look around the house, the personal belongings, to check whether the person had left a will. Only if they are certain that the deceased, the person who has died, has not left a will, then they will have to apply for a court order called letters of administration. Before I go on, there's a common misconception that if a person dies without a will, all his assets will go to the government. That is only half true, because there is this law called the Intestate Succession Act, which applies to people who die without a will. There are rules governing the distribution of assets. You can Google Intestate Succession Act, Rule 7. Okay, for example, if a person who is married but with no children dies without a will, half of his assets goes to his spouse, half goes equally to the parents. If a married person dies with a spouse and children, half goes to the spouse, half goes to the children. If a single person dies without a will, half to the father and half to the mother. And then if there are no parents around, equally between all siblings. So this is called intestacy law, dying without a will. So if a person dies without a will, the persons who are entitled to inherit under intestacy law will have to look for a lawyer, or they can do it themselves if they want to. Look for a lawyer to apply for a court order called grant of letters of administration. It is only with this court order, letters of administration, then the banks will let the administrator take out the money. They will allow the insurance companies to release the death payouts. And then using this grant of administration, they can go to HDB to transfer or sell this flat, or to, in the case of private property, SLA, to sell or dispose of the private property. How much does it cost? Letters of administration. Well, it can cost between 1,500 to up to 5,000. Some places even charge more. Just go Google around, do your market research, and choose whatever lawyer you feel comfortable with. Who is the administrator? If a person does a will, he dies with a will, the will usually appoint one or two executors to administer the estate. But because in the case of intestacy law, the deceased doesn't have a will, so he did not appoint anyone to administer the estate. So he would, the person, there's a hierarchy of persons who are entitled to apply for letters of administration. For example, if a married man dies, his wife will have priority over his children to apply for letters of administration. And if a single unmarried man dies and his parents are not around, and he has 4 siblings, each of them has an equal right. So the 4 siblings, they can choose to be administrators, all of them, but that's very inconvenient. Or they can renounce, which means that I don't want to be an administrator, and they allow one of the siblings to be the administrator to deal with all this work, So that's all I have to say about intestacy law and grant of letters of administration. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.